Case this week on News Nation Live. Moments ago, you heard the story of Nakyla Williams. On November 9th, 2021, she got into a man's gray pickup truck and was never seen again. Since then, her family has been pleading for more attention on the case and pressure on Indianapolis police to find her. Joining me live to talk more about Nakyla's disappearance is Derica Wilson. She is the co-founder of the Black and Missing Foundation. This is an organization working to bring more publicity to missing people of color and attention to their cases. Derica, as always, a pleasure to talk to you. I know Nakyla's case is one that you all are specifically looking into, and you've been working with the private investigator. You even had a podcast about it. What more evidence or clues have you all been able to uncover in this now almost 2-year mystery?
You know, it's so sad because there really hasn't been any updates. And what we are doing is we're working with the family, we're working with the private investigator. And as you mentioned, Marnie, putting out our podcast, we know that someone out there, they know something. And if we encourage all the viewers and listeners to go and listen to the podcast, which sheds a little bit more light about her disappearance, someone out there holds the key. And that is how we mobilize law enforcement also to dedicate more resources. They're asking for more information, more tips, so they can make this case a priority for them. So, you know, we're hopeful that putting out this information can really jog someone's memory to come forward with information.
Yeah, somebody knows something, Derica. A police notice about Nakyla's disappearance was not released until 3 weeks after she disappeared. They say at the time it was because the assigned officer was on vacation. Those are critical moments in the hours and days and even weeks after someone goes missing to gather clues and evidence. How problematic was that early on in this case?
You know, time is of the essence, and every minute that slips by, you know, it really diminishes the case. It really, people lose information. They don't have anything to follow up on. We deal with this. This is an uphill battle. And in this particular case, the grandmother reached out to us because she said that law enforcement wasn't taking her granddaughter's case seriously. In fact, you know, one of the officers even alluded that her granddaughter was possibly deceased. And that is not something any family would want to hear, especially when law enforcement, they haven't done their due diligence. This investigation has been ongoing for quite some time. And, you know, you would think that even with your news agency reaching out, that they would want to share some sort of information, trying to get the public support to come forward, but they chose not to release any comments or any statements. So, you know, those are very critical pieces when you actually look at the thing holistically. Law enforcement, the media, and the community, they all work together in trying to solve these cases.
Yep. And in Nakyla's case, the family's been very open that she was struggling emotionally after losing some family members to gun violence, that she had turned to drugs. Do you find in your experience in these cases that because of some of their decisions, if they're involved with drugs or other poor decisions, that their cases get put on the back burner? I mean, what you've seen happen in similar situations?
We have seen cases get put on the back burner that people of color are not viewed as valuable members of our community. But we are here to say that these individuals are valuable members, their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, daughters, and they deserve the same amount of resources, you know, because there's nothing worse than not knowing. So, you know, we have to get out of our own way, especially law enforcement. Every case needs to be taken seriously, and they have to, you know, just stop trying to be judgmental and doing things on a case-by-case basis. What we have seen is that there's no holistic approach. There's no unified policy in handling these missing person cases. And I think that is a start across the country where we can develop a unified policy for police departments to treat every case, regardless of race, gender, and zip code, the same way.
Yeah, part of the reason that you all are here to partner with us. Derica Wilson with the Black and Missing Foundation. We're going to continue to have this conversation. Thank you for joining us. If you know anything about Nakyla Williams' disappearance and you have information that can help bring her home to her family, you can call the number on your screen. And at the top of the hour,